Chapter 14: Intellectual Property and Trademarks in China. The protection of intellectual property has grown in importance in China over recent years. We'll look at the fundamentals of intellectual property protection and trademarks in China in this chapter. Intellectual property protection in China. Patent law, trademark law, and copyright law are only a few of the laws and rules that govern intellectual property protection in China. Although recent years have seen an improvement in the enforcement of these rules, there are still difficulties and worries for companies doing business in China. Trademark registration in China. In China, trademark registration is necessary to protect a brand. To secure a successful application, it's crucial to consult with a knowledgeable solicitor or agent, as the registration procedure can be difficult and time-consuming. Protecting trade secrets and confidential information. In China, it's crucial to safeguard trade secrets and confidential information in addition to registering trademarks. Employment contracts and non-disclosure agreements can aid in preventing competitors from accessing or using sensitive information. Enforcement of intellectual property rights. Although it can be difficult to enforce intellectual property rights in China, there are a number of ways to settle disputes, including administrative and judicial processes. Working with knowledgeable lawyers and agents is essential when it comes to enforcing intellectual property rights. Cultural considerations. Regarding China's protection of intellectual property, cultural factors are also significant. Building relationships with Chinese partners and stakeholders on the foundation of mutual respect and trust requires an understanding of cultural attitudes around intellectual property. Conclusion. The fundamentals of intellectual property protection and trademarks in China have been covered in this chapter. To conduct business in China, one must register trademarks, safeguard trade secrets and confidential information, and uphold intellectual property rights. A successful commercial transaction can also be ensured by being aware of cultural concerns and establishing partnerships based on mutual respect and trust. We'll go through some important lessons learned and recommended procedures for conducting business in China in the last chapter.